Don't panic, I'm not showing you what shoes I've bought recently. Inside this box is a world of possibilities, tons of greeblies, plastic bits that need to be used. And this box was gifted to me by a subscriber, name on screen now, and this object that I'm pulling out of the box keeps haunting me. It's a half-finished hover bike, so you know what that means. Let's start scratching that build. So here is the aforementioned half-built bike. I need to reattach the wings to this bad boy and obviously add more greeblies. So let's get cracking. I start by just gluing the bits that have come off the bike back onto the bike. Now that's done, I can see where I'm at, and I think I'm going to add some more greeblies. Yes, more greeblies. Funnily enough, while I was searching for greeblies, I found this that I'd long forgotten that I'd bought. So I'm going to make a second hover bike. Aaron, 2 builds in one video? Am I mad? Probably. So everything is out the box and oh boy, I best check the instructions on this one because I don't think I'm going to be able to build it normally. And don't panic, I'll spare you the finer details and speed this up so you can see me building it, which, well, basically took me about an hour. Yes, I know, when it comes to building something with instructions, I'm very slow. So the problem was, while I was building, I was thinking about which bits to chop off. Oh, I hope I've made the right choice there. And which bits to keep, so I could then incorporate lots of plastic greeblies. And well, there's no going back now because I've just chopped them off. But pretty soon, with a bit of nip and tuck in, I soon had a motorbike. Well, kind of half a motorbike, ready for greebling. I had a look in somebody's shed because I don't own a shed and found this connector for a hose pipe that I'm just going to chop down. And before I attach the hose pipe, I was looking at adding like a bottle or something just for a jet engine, and then just decided, well, things aren't fitting here, so there's something wrong, and went through various permutations and then decided to use this lid. Now this lid almost fit. What? There was a little bit more nip and tuck in. Before I did any more cutting, I decided that the lid looked a little bit sparse, so I thought, oh, I'll use one of these curlers from the other half and just chop that down and stuck it onto the lid. Then, to cover up what I'd done, I'd basically stuck on a brake disc from the actual bike onto the back of the lid. Then I left my version of the bike alone and had already painted the first bike. This is going to get confusing, I know. I knew I couldn't do anything with the first bike until I started with the second bike, so chopped some bits off. Oh, that went flying. Chopped some bits off. This is going to go flying as well. Oh, prove me a fool. Oh, you did as well. And the engine fits just nicely now. Oh, just a little bit more, I think. And while I do that, I'm going to give a shout out to some of the awesome subscribers that leave comments and tips and tricks of the trade. I'm still learning all this sort of stuff, so anything helps. The code word for this build will be coming up shortly, but for now, if you're not a subscriber, please think about liking and subscribing to the channel. Every little helps. Shameless begging over with, let's get back to the build. So it's greebly time, and I'm just opening up a model kit that I'm just going to use bits and pieces from this model kit for these motorbikes, which really aren't going to be motorbikes by the time I've finished. They're going to be hover bikes, so in future I'm going to call them hover bikes. I had these wings left over from a Halo model kit that I disassembled at some point for some other build, and thought they would look cool on this one that I'm building, so I'm going to stick them down. And like always, to strengthen the bond of the super glue, I'm going to be using some baking soda. And there's my bike with the wings on, which kind of looks kind of cool actually. So yeah, so let's just keep adding some more plastic bits. And as with all my kit bashes, I'll just let the plastic sort of tell me where it needs to go. And this piece fitted perfectly underneath the bike just to cover up a gap. Some insides of tank wheels went there just to make like a hover sort of thruster or something. Here's a close-up shot of me just adding little bits to this just to cover up holes. I think the look that I'm trying to get is the bikes from the manga cartoons or comics, and possibly even heavy metal magazine. Either way, I want them to look totally cool but totally impractical in the real world. Again, I'm just sticking down some tank wheels just at the top now, just for, say, their air intake things. I don't know, making it up people. Now this bit was supposed to go on the bike somewhere, but what I did was just swapped it around and used it for the back as like a heat shield or something. And while I do that, it's code word time. If you want to leave a comment, please leave the code word in your comment so I know you're a watcher and not a peeper. And the code word for this build is Speedy Bikes. Please also like and subscribe to the... Oh, I've already said that, haven't I? Now, I do like the thought of wires and stuff like that hanging down from bikes or cars, and I do a lot of it. And on this bike, I'm going to do the same here. So I'm just sticking some wires onto the bottom of this bike. Hello, Aaron's getting his big drill out. No, you've not clicked on to the OnlyFans channel. This is just for to make some holes at the bottom of the bikes so I can attach some plastic rods. And there's the acrylic rod, which is clear, going into the hole which I made slightly too big. Story of my life. I'm going to make a simple diorama for this build, which is just a piece of XPS foam so I can stick both bikes onto it. Making sure I don't block the holes that I've just made, I'm going to stick some sprue into that hole and then get out the paint, which is going to be AK Interactive Asphalt, and that is going to get spread all over so it kind of looks like some sort of racetrack or, I don't know, road, I guess. Off screen I resprayed both bikes black so they're ready for the painting, and for the first one, which was the orange one, I'm going to use a colour changing paint which I've not used for a long time. Now unfortunately with this paint, once it goes down you won't see anything until about 4 or 5 coats in, so I'll just show you me starting it, and then you'll see it better in the glamour shots. Hopefully you can see the paint job that it's left behind, which is kind of cool in the correct light, and then I'll just go in and just do all the little detailing on the bike seat and bits and pieces around the bike. In my coconut spaceship video, which I hope you've watched, you saw me stuff up how to put a transfer on. And I'm still no bit wiser or better at putting transfers on the bike, but at least this one is the right way round. With the first bike finished, it's on to the second bike, and I'm going to paint this just a straight blue. So blue gets applied. I also threw on some transfers for this one. If any professional is watching me trying to put this transfer on this bike, I do apologise. I am so sorry. Then using the airbrush, I'll just dirty up the underneath with a little grey. I'll also apply that to the diorama base, and that's it. Next are the glamour shots. It's kind of a fast one because this build was probably over an hour long that I edited down to, well, about 11 minutes or so. I spared you all the gory details, but look, thanks for stopping by. I appreciate all your support, and until next time, keep scratching that build, everybody. Glamour shots are next.